In the early morning fog, a struggling farmer stumbled upon a twisted wreckage in the middle of his crop field. Inside was a woman, bruised, barely conscious, but alive. With no phone signal and no time to waste, he carried her back to his rundown farmhouse. He had no idea who she was or where she came from. All he saw was someone in need. But within hours, the quiet mystery of her presence began to unravel. And when the truth finally surfaced, when he learned who she was, his life and land would never be the same again. Don't miss the end. Keep watching. Noah Barnes had been farming the same dusty land for 20 years. A widow and father to a young girl, he lived a humble life in rural Georgia, scraping by with every crop. Droughts had ruined his yield. Banks had stopped answering his calls, and foreclosure notices were now as common as the morning paper. But he didn't complain. Not once. Wait a second. Tell us where you're watching from in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories like this. He was out before sunrise every day, checking irrigation, feeding the livestock, and hoping each new morning would bring better fortune. One foggy morning, he saw something strange in his cornfield, a shimmer of metal twisted among the stalks. Heart racing, Noah approached. It was a plane, a small one, crashed, barely holding shape. And beside it, half-conscious, slumped over, and bloodied, was a young woman in a pilot's uniform. She was alive. Barely. Noah carried the woman, who whispered her name was Claire, to his home. He patched her wounds with what little supplies he had and laid her on the couch. Still unconscious, she clutched a leather pouch tightly to her chest. He didn't ask questions. He just made her soup and waited. When she awoke, Claire was dazed, but grateful. She didn't say much. Something about flying herself across the country. Something about escaping noise. For 2 days, she rested there, helping around the farm in small ways, brushing the horse, offering to cook dinner even with a fractured wrist. Noah's daughter, Lily, instantly bonded with her. "You're brave," she said to Claire, like someone out of a book. Claire smiled, a sadness behind her eyes. But things shifted when Noah found Claire out by the old barn. On the phone, speaking in hushed tones. Moments later, 2 black SUVs pulled up the dirt road. Men in suits jumped out, shouting her name, asking if she was hurt. Claire sighed. "I was hoping to stay under the radar for a little longer." Noah was stunned. Claire, this quiet, humble woman, was Claire Whitmore, heiress to the Whitmore aviation fortune. A millionaire. Possibly more. Her private plane had gone down during a solo test flight. She had refused rescue teams, wanted space, solitude. And somehow, that led her to his field. "Why didn't you tell me?" Noah asked, struggling to understand. Claire replied, "Because you treated me like a person, not a headline." She looked around his crumbling barn, the tilting silo, the cracked paint on the house. "This place has heart," she whispered. "But you need help, don't you?" Noah, always too proud, stayed quiet. Claire smiled. "Good. Then let me help in my own way." 2 weeks later, trucks rolled down the dirt road again, this time with lumber, tools, and workers. Claire returned, not as a patient, but as a partner. She didn't just pay off Noah's debts, she invested in the farm. She helped him build a local co-op and installed irrigation systems. She brought investors from the city to appreciate organic produce. Claire also brought press, but not the usual. She told the story of kindness, how a broken man helped a fractured woman. Noah's life changed, but not because Claire was rich. It changed because, for once, someone looked at him like he looked at the world, with hope. And as for Claire, she found a place she didn't know she was looking for, a home where money didn't matter, but honesty did, where a simple farmer reminded her that sometimes the wealthiest people aren't the ones with the most, but those who give without ever expecting a thing in return. If you enjoyed this story and thought it provoking, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful narratives. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Take care.